Hello everybody, welcome on into the Haven. Today, we're back with some Genshin, and also, I'm back from doing video stuff. So, first, real video is out. I'm still learning a lot of editing, so I'm sure you can very much tell it's the quality of a first video, but yeah, you have to kind of learn and get something out. But I will be, working sooner on what's next. Which really, I need to make a list of things I need to do in order, because I want to make new assets and stuff, and I really want to finish the blender model. I have one part left. I got the horns to work. I have one part left, and then I can make that. We can count that. We don't have to for a debut video, but yeah, we're getting close, so I need to start figuring that out. Because I will 3D debut this year, just sadly not as early as I wanted to. But hey, get out of PNG land. Yeah, there is a new event in Genshin. I have not played it at all, and so we should do it as soon as possible since this, I think, update has about a week left. I'm playing it a little late. But I really want to get that video done, so I got it done. So we're all clear and good to go. And I have a lot of pulls. I've still been daily playing Windcraft and Genshin. So I have a lot of pulls. I've been exploring the new area in Mondstadt. I'm not done yet. It's big. It's been taking me, I've at least put in 5 hours to that area. So it's taken me a minute, but we'll get there. All right, getting on to Genshin right now, but I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully we'll be able to continue a little more regular stream. I need to get a list of things to do before I start working on the next video. But I got a list of ideas now for stuff, so we should be okay. Should be all good. And I'm not counting any short creation. That does not count as a video. That is something just else. Full videos are full videos. Genshin. Please don't have just broken on me. Here we go. I forgot. Here we go. Just a screen bit. Still gonna look a bit odd, but it's all white right now. Alright. Let's hop into event stuff. Oh, I have to... Wait, why do I have to read the letter first? Apparently there was a letter I have to read. Enable focus mode. We also need to do that. Do it smart. Read the letter. Oh, that's a different event. I guess there's a mini event. Read, totally read it.
It is from Nefer. She sure dialed up the charm, huh?
Let's pretend we know, because I didn't read. Why would I read? All the way over here. I've been actually upgrading talents and weapons for people. Mostly because I somehow still keep running out of artifact room.
Huge, though. Let's head to the curatorium and check it out.
I keep running out of artifact room somehow. So I've been really trying to just do the strong boxes because I'm having a hard time getting gladiators for Arlecchino. Because I have a hard time with the bosses. Even if my characters are actually okay because they're not the super newest ones, they are struggling a bit. Well, and I don't have a good shielder for Ajdaha, which I actually do really need for quite a few people. Alright, let's see what is up. I've seen Navia and Beto on the event picture, whatever. I don't know all the characters that are in this.
Anyone here?
Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony.
She's so beautiful. It's been a while since I've seen you. So, what did you need us to do?
How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip.
Sure. I mean, I won't say no.
Now tell me, Traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Krai Trade Expo?
No?
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, This place was essentially one giant black market.
It is a lawless land.
With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Krai Trade Expo was born.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat.
So is that why you asked me to come?
Yes. The Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections.
Oh, and I'm sure just more and more people join each year. So, yeah, we'll help play the connection game.
Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination.
It's nice of you to look out for Yehoda.
I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in?
Yeah, it should be a piece of cake. But what's the catch?
Good instincts.
There's always gonna be something.
I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Krai Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the guild does have one line that is not to be crossed.
Okay.
I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch.
So what's the unspoken rule?
No violence at the expo. The guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Okay, well that makes sense. That we can do. That's easy business.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos.
Understood.
Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So, if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nasha Town. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants as well. All right. I suppose I'll leave you to it then.
Yep, we got this!
All right. So that's how this is gonna be like a good excuse for us to get a bunch of people from different nations. But I wonder how many characters we're actually gonna see. Very nicely decorated.
This is where Nefer said the expo should be.
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please.
Poor girl's probably just getting intimidated. But also, it's a lot if she's just the only one handling it.
Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Nefer asked us to help you out.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
It's funny to just see herself in her mind just kind of be like, what's wrong with you?
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Don't panic, we're on your team.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Especially if she's the only one running it.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve? Exactly.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Aino, but as for the other 2...
Maybe that's Shiori and somebody else? I don't know who the bird one is, though. It's like, I want to think D-Luke, but I don't think D-Luke would have anything to do with this.
They're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them.
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't say that! Then something's bad is bound to happen.
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% to no-go.
Okay, yeah, she sees them a lot scarier than we do. We know them. Okay, we'll be fine.
If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if, don't engage. Just tell him you work for Boss Neff.
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right? Leave the Merc Captain and Gangster Buzz to us.
It'd be funny if we think the gangster boss is for some reason Ito.
Oh, lifesavers, the both of you. Not Krai hot dogs are on me later, I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. You should be able to find them at these addresses. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. People like that don't take well to be kept waiting. Oh, and tell Aino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participants are gonna start asking questions.
And I mean, Aino lives here. I would feel like she should be able to just get over here real fast. If not, have an Effa hold her place. Alright, so it looks like we can head in multiple directions. Wow, we can go all the way over there. Oh, is this gonna be... That must be where Beto probably is. That makes sense. Look at Aino moving. I really hope I get Clorinde when I pull on the banners. You know, with the Chronicles, you don't have any pity. And I would still have some time to gather primos because I'm still doing the Temple of Space, the new area. But it's just, you know, I really don't want to push it. I might have people next patch I really want. Luckily, I have a lot of world quests to grind if I need to. Oh, that's a different type of robot.
Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the CHRONICLE craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh, is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place.
Okay, yeah, not a bad idea.
Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait, so Aino is actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Okay, kind of like what 3D printers do. Or, you know, not everybody, but I have a blueprint. I just don't have a 3D printer. But it's something I really want made, so at some point.
So, are you guys ready to head over then?
Sorry, I was messing with my new stylus. I got the new Tomodachi game, so I have a stylus for it. I only just started last night, though. And sadly, I don't have a capture card to go streaming it. I am adding some Genshin characters as long as I can draw them well enough.
Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
Yeah, we should get him over there.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds.
Oh yeah, the dessert funds. That makes sense. That lines up with Aino.
As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Damn. No surprises there.
Alright, done. Thwack and whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
Alright, well there we go. That was fast. Lead Aino and Anefa to the venue. Well, that's the easy ones down.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, Aino.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
So I'm guessing the like what we do in this event is going to their expos and trying out their products. Okay. That won't be too bad then.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, wait, then... So is Anefa running the shop?
Oh, good point.
Okay, in this minigame, you'll need to participate in combat simulations with Anefa to test the efficiency of the guard mechanics. By deploying a variety of guard mechanisms, you must defeat the enemy commanded by Anefa and prevent them from breaching the stronghold behind you. Okay, so this is like another tower defense, but less bird's eye view. Okay, I don't mind those. I kind of like that the lanes are a lot more clear. By deploying guard mechanisms again on top of already deployed guard mechanisms, you can construct a much stronger mechanism combination. Make sure the use of your characteristics of different mechanisms and combinations to defeat your enemies. I probably stumbled on that. At critical moments, you can use the bombing technique to attack enemies and clear out those who have slipped through your defense lines. During a stage, you can check detailed information on mechanisms and enemies at any time, as well as opposing lineups for each incoming wave. During the stage, you can check detailed information on mechanisms and enemies at any time, as... I feel like I just read that. It must have been a second page. On a sec. Someone was looking for my cat in the house. I've apparently found out that, so in my house, because it's not just me, there is 2 dogs, which means we ended up having a doggy door. My cat has apparently decided to, a couple of times a week, to start venturing outside. He doesn't go far, but there are occasionally strays around, and I do not know his reaction. I'm very scared of him going after them and or catching something from them because they're strays. Nobody's taking care of them. All right, on to the ship. Yeah, no, my cat's with me. Alcor?
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyun Stone Forest.
Beetle! The infamous merc captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's been ages since we've seen you. And compared to the Krai models, I feel like her model actually still kind of holds up. Where it doesn't look like too much of her outfit's just painted on her skin, but more still textured, and her hair and eyes look fine.
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat.
When's the last event she was in? Well, even one that I've done.
See. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
About the registration.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
Oh.
What is it?
Isn't that one of the... God, there were some of those in Leeway that they were used for military defenses, but that also looks semi-similar to some things that are in Inazuma, I think. Or it was cannons in Inazuma on an island. I forget. It's been a while since I've touched any Inazuma quest, because that was years ago.
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models.
Dang.
It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are gonna be fighting to get their hands on it.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
It's a legal black market Paimon, just no violence in it so somebody can't use it in the expo.
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
But who's gonna buy something like that?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance after all.
Yalon! I feel like they're gonna keep her in her outfit. I don't know why, but her haircut is just... Actually, I do know why. Her haircut is so much better because they gave it a lot more texture and fluff. I don't play Yalon, but I do really like her design, especially in this outfit. This outfit is so good.
Yelan?
Yalon. I always keep saying Yalon.
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelan was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
Well, she is part of the curatorium in a sense, and they're intel. So, yeah, she's probably paying a visit.
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beta was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, Traveler.
If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium.
What kind of work?
The sensitive kind.
Ah, okay. I thought so.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
100%.
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
Alright, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
Beto directs her crew to unload the cargo and follows you to the venue. Ah, so that's her stall.
Oh, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot.
Okay, so it's not a bird, it's the arrow mechanism.
When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it.
In a fire support assault, you'll need to defeat as many enemies as possible within time limit, earning a battle rating. Oh, I suck at these! It's like I can do them, but I can never get to gold. After the challenge ends, rewards will be granted based upon your battle rating. Each battle has a unique feature that favors special combat styles. During battles, defeat enemies to accumulate support progress. It's been kind of like this for the past few events where they have very similar combat modes on certain things. I do like that they've been doing some more tower defense, but this, I'm not good at these. Mostly because of my characters. It is kind of a character issue. When support progress reaches its maximum value, you can enter the guidance mode to designate targets for the Ballista, Salon Strike, blah 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 blah. Actively aim at targets to ensure that the barrage hits the enemies accurately. High speed, general purpose ammunition will arrive first after a period of time. Explosive ammunition. So this is actually kind of similar to the last Leeway event, where it kind of has like in that special mode you get certain types of fire.
Never mind.
So, okay, I do know that. I'm just never that good at them, but I can get to silver. I get at least the primos. I just don't get the extra stuff as much. All right, now this should be where Navia is. I keep wanting to say Nahida, but it's Navia. Nahida is next patch, I think, or the patch after.
The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
And she's staring right at us. Hi! I would pull for you, but I really need an electro DPS. Really, I need a better healer or shielder, but there isn't that on that banner. So I'm going for Clorinde. I really don't. I feel like I should say for next patch. Otherwise, I would pull for Nahida. I love her. She's super strong. But I also have my Ito, and I really don't want to just replace him because I put in a lot of work to him. I also don't use my Geo team that much because all my other Geo members I haven't put in as much work as I should.
Partner, Paimon.
I love you. I love her design and personality. I love everything about her. I would so get her. But usually when she runs, I have somebody else I want or I'm saving. So it's sad timing. I'm guessing you're here for the expo?
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
We make her out to be so cool.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorinde and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorinde! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Ah, so she brought a party. So hey, we'll get to see them.
Krai is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Yeah, always better to be safe, especially in a legal black market.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my bodyguard.
It kind of ends up just being her bodyguard anyways. I'm so glad that if I do manage to get Clorinde, I actually have a team that I can make that semi-abides by my whole team rules of trying not to repeat characters. I try not to. I have that rule already broken, but I do try not to.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it. Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chivalrous?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Krai.
Oh.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Pneuma and Usia energy in battle.
Yeah, I've like heard of that in Fontaine, and I always forget about that mechanic, but that is a cute machine.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Oh wait, everything's a freaking weapon in this. I mean, legal black market, I get it. You're gonna want to have a bunch of special stuff since it's all legal. Are they all combat events? Okay, fine. I will deal with it. I will manage some teams.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chivalrous feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before.
And I mean, it's technically a legal black market, so, you know.
As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to head over to the venue? Just follow us!
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well.
All right. That should establish our 3 minigames of the event, right? Besides the main story. You lead Navia and Clorinde to the venue.
Wow, it's even bigger than I expected. I'm hoping more people will show up, though.
I like the cat. I just wonder what they're doing.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clorinde and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Alright, so barrage countermeasures. Travelers will equip an experimental shield that can alternate between, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, Pneuma and Usia to counter the incoming barrage. I have messed with this mechanic a little bit while exploring Fontaine, but other than that, I kind of forget about it. When the experimental shield comes into contact with a barrage of a different alignment, the traveler takes damage due to the alignment reaction, losing action points. When coming into contact with a barrage of the same alignment, the experimental shield will absorb it and convert the energy for attacks. Okay, that makes sense. Up to 3 stacks of energy can be stored. Each time an attack is launched, consume 1 stack of energy to fire a homing attack at a nearest opponent. The alignment of this attack is the same as the current alignment of the elemental shield. When the Pneuma or Usia alignment is the opposite of that to the opponent, it can deal thrice damage. Okay, so you have to keep the same color when absorbing, but you want to attack with the different alignment. Okay. So it does promote switching. Certain heavily armored opponents and strong Lord-type opponents each possess an elite ward with Communa or OC alignments. Only attack with an alignment opposite to the ward that can break it. Okay, yeah, makes sense. But let's continue with the main story, then we'll do the minigames. Just push what I can. No violence, guys. That looks like a kid as well.
Hey, what was that for?
Also, why? Well, it is not Krai. They grow up in this environment. It's just kind of like, why are there kids in this legal black market?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
You think you're impressive bullying children?
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster. I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
Yo, Hoda, you are not that intimidating. You would be if you're talking to kids, but not to a full-grown man. I mean, she got her chance, I guess.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
It's a legal black market. They're allowed to pull strings. It's a black market, dude. Also, if you miss a deadline, that is on you.
Hey, we earned our place fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under my watch.
We gotta come and back her up.
These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Okay, at least he's not...
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the Never guard.
Yeah, you don't want to pull that one too many times. Otherwise she'll come here and be like, so are you not doing your job?
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson. Thanks a million, miss.
All in a day's work. Anyway, knew I remembered you guys. Your guardian works for the guild, right? Was it again?
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
The kid's voice is so deep compared to the other two. It's a little off-putting, but it's just kind of funny.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
Right. Ashvapati. The one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face.
Why say that to his face?
You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell toys. And no one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
That's true. If we don't have to do any... I mean, all our events are gonna have to be with weapons, but, you know, still, it can be something else, because everybody's gonna sell weapons then. Yeah, add some spice to the variety.
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain someone.
Don't gotta be so
and
mean.
Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else comes up, you call for me, okay? Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
The technology used to make these toys, perhaps it can also be used to make weapons?
Yeah,
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well...
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids unattended.
Yeah, it really isn't.
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Well, I mean, she kind of does like it's supposed to anyways, or otherwise we will, you know? We'll be around.
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Well, especially if that guy does actually come back.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow! Way to step up, Yehoda!
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Relax! We'll help you out! Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
And she's off.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Yeah, we should help as much as we can.
Attention, everyone!
Dory!
Registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Non-Krai Trade Expo is open for business.
And it's open. Ah, some lovely art. All right, we get all our mini games. However, I want to see if I can push the story even more.
Whoa! There are so many people here now that the expo's officially underway. Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first?
We'll check on Anefa since it leads us over here anyways.
Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Anefa's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating disputes between participants, correct?
No, is there already a dispute? Yeah, did something happen?
Just now, as Aina was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation with some individuals who appear to have unofficial ties to the expo. My database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so I came to you for help.
Unofficial ties, huh? Sounds a little shady.
Let's go check it out.
Come with me.
A device that uses Pneuma and Usia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan without even showing their faces.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it, their enemies might as well surrender on the spot.
Oh, are they gonna try and shut down the expo? Yeah, why is Aino in this conversation?
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Well, and a lot harder to reach.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Elon? Chevrolet? What are you doing
Traveler. Paimon. How did you find this place?
It is not that far, girl.
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our conversation, however, I can confirm that Aino is not involved in this case.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Nefa, why don't you get Aino out of here? They're no danger to her.
Understood.
And she's just weirded out.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
When we talked earlier, it seemed you both were hiding something.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this. But now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well I trust you, Traveler. And Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
I'm all ears.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Krai to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off. So that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Oh, maybe they're trying to catch somebody who's buying military-grade weapons? See what they're up to?
Yes. There's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
What about Nefer's golden rule?
Yeah, we're gonna need to take you to the curatorium. Though Yelan might have already gotten permission from Nefer, as they have a connection.
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
Alright. I mean, Yelan and Nefer are gonna, like, be able to talk it out. It's just, I don't think Chevreuse... Well, if she's kind of a detective, she might kind of know Nefer. Maybe... I don't know if she's part of the intel group they got going. I guess we'll find out.
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another. And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here. How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table?
So this was the plan all along.
Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yeah, a little bit more detail would be nice.
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present. Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire.
Oh, yeah.
Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it pointed right to the Krai Trade Expo.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
Yeah, this would be tricky business if we try to keep the combat away from the expo.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo.
All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches.
You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Well, it involves more than just a Nephro. It involves a guild that doesn't have a representative here.
Let's think about this. Maybe there's another way?
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere.
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations related to the investigation.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Hey, we get to be part of something interesting!
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler.
Don't mention it. I didn't want there to be conflict between you guys anyway.
In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down.
No problem. And there's part 1. We should have all parts. I did kind of let this sit for a while, so. Didn't mean to, but I really need that video done. I ran into quite a few issues, so that was fun. Let's... Hopefully that's enough.
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going.
Alright, yeah, let's hop over there.
Let's go check in with Yelan and Chevres.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Yeah, we don't need him just shooting a bird and accidentally getting a person. Or especially testing it in the expo.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing? Wait, are these 3?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on.
Do we have to? Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work, okay?
They're fine.
Okay. It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Linnea to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy, do they love it. If a kid from Linnea can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Yeah, just, make sure the safety's on things.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
Well, I mean, you can say no.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
I think it's only because he's the only other character we've interacted with that isn't someone we already know. It's like is he the one that's buying weapons? But, I don't know. Though Sumeru is near Liyue and Fontaine borders, that doesn't guarantee he's just a weapons dealer, He's got kids to take care of, and he's working for the guild. I don't know if you'd get away with that. Maybe we'll meet some other characters later.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Yeah, Paimon, you might be talking about this a little too loud.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh. Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
The guy's name is Spy, dude. You can't make it any more obvious.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
Bro, I swear it's
That's mighty expensive.
everybody running and hiding like nobody else in the expo could see you.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Krai's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
The way his arm is, I'm sorry, it's like it's such a serious moment, but the way his arm's just out like that, so funny. But this might be their opportunity for having some business outside of the expo, so this could be a good opportunity.
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
I guess we'll end up being the proxy. No doubt.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Like, if he turned around, he would see this as like a setup. You're lucky these NPCs don't care. Like, game scripting is gonna be game scripting, but it's also like, you gotta think, if this guy, like, he's walking back from the expo, everybody else has decided to leave their booths, and then if you turn around at the booth you just made a suspicious deal at, and you see 5 people gathered, yeah, that's gonna look really freaking suspicious, man. Like, what? You're gonna be like, something's up. Maybe I should be even extra careful about this deal.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
Yeah?
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring.
I mean, yeah, better to take down the whole operation than just one little piece.
And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened, and whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but... that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
Yeah, this is a whole safety game.
How dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Krai?
Okay. Calm yourselves.
Are they having a fight?
Ah, they're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
That too.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
She's so happy.
Collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
Okay, so it's not just gonna be us going there.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Sounds good to me. Justin's a chance against both of us.
Ha! Let's do this thing!
Paimon's just gonna have to shush when it comes time. Because she tends to be a bit of a talker. Oh, into it already.
There he is!
Shush, Paimon! Shush!
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Can't tell by his attire if maybe it's kind of not Linnea's? Or if he's just generally not supposed to be associated with any nation.
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
So then you have to reassemble it.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
That's our cue.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents!
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
She better. Catch him. He's fast.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way! Nope, not this way.
We have to actually, like, shoot near him to control him like a herding dog. How is nobody else noticing this?
Then turn around. Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day.
We have to shoot the sign. Well, it cuts him off though.
My leg!
Oh, his leg's caught.
It's still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Oh, and they got Spina too. So yeah, they have a lot of people to capture this. It's not just Chevreuse. I forgot, she did say she has a patrol.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
I love her. She is just the gleaming sun. Man, I so wish I could have her. She's so cool and pretty and like she is just a thing of sunshine even with all the crap that's happened to her. She's such a lovely and well-built character.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Krai. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is something else.
Well, and especially because considering how they like hated each other for so long, and then now they're so chatty and friendly. Of course, Boss is going to be such a sudden switch around.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula can mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to repair that.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Well, especially Yolon.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
Yeah, that was actually kind of quick.
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium together.
Sounds good. With Navia's help, Yolon and Chevreuse escort the suspects away.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
The real story behind everything.
You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story.
I mean, we would probably want to wait, though, that we have, like, the fuller story of who's behind everything.
If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevreuse will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh no.
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
I wonder if it's with those kids.
Now let's get a move on!
Yeah, let's go. That can't be good. How's it gonna be that one guy's back here? Well, it's right near the kids' booth, so I wouldn't doubt.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
You're fine, Yehoda.
Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right. You've got this.
I love that they give her these moments of just kind of just her thinking process. I don't know what else to really call it. But I do like this. It gives a lot more character to her.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
Beto? Wait, that means...
Someone stole the ballistas? Oh god, is that guy gonna be involved? Please don't tell me he's the freaking mastermind. He has kids.
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her? Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Very guilty looks.
Miss Yehuda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehuda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious.
That's true. And especially with the whole, he doesn't know profit if it hit him on the head, then he has a motive to needing money to dealing weapons.
Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Uh-oh.
The question is he acting alone, or is he connected to the crime ring?
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it. Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
No, of course not, but... how do we explain this?
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Well, now we gotta hunt down some family. I should have been doing that all along. Quickest way down.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Krai not too long ago.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded of something.
She did come from Sumeru.
About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
Wow, so it was like a full reset.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
So the survivor of a band of eremites are back in the weapons business?
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that. No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit.
And get some answers.
If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
No worries, I also want to see this through. Alright, part 2 complete, so there should only be one more part. Alright, now I gotta do the time skip. So at least I'm getting through this relatively fast. It's just, we'll see how the events go. They're all combat. Hey, at least one of them's a tower defense. I'm sure I'll do fine on that. It's Beto's that I might not.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on!
Game tracked him down. Well, 2 days, so. That should be enough time for her. She's fast. So we're running through this quite fast, which is kind of good. Got a double stream today, so.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clorinde and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Just realistically, if everybody abandons their shop at the expo, one, it can promote more stealing, but two, wouldn't it be suspicious to any other just spies still out there?
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person? That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Yeah, it is somewhat the intent. Somewhat, probably.
Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Let's hope he's like, oh, he's just getting blackmailed and it's not like, oh yeah, no, these kids are losing their uncle.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that? How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound.
At least so he can give some answers.
Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Yeah, these are people that, like, this is your job. They already kind of know these kind of situations.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Exactly.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Hopefully so. And beginning of the last part. Flying through this. Alright, where is this hideout? It's quite a bit, though it's near I know shop, so it's not terribly far. I mean, he does have to run away with weapons, so, you know, you can only go so far without potentially signaling yourself off.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
Is that a ballista on the ground?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Yeah, he could be going to... I know shop.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene.
Ooh.
That's the clue that led us to Krai.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
Yeah, this really isn't looking good for him.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at 2 separate scenes and picked up by 2 separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
He did initially. When we met Ashwapati, it kind of sounded like he was prepared to like die. Like, I just want to give these kids a good time. That's what's important. It's about the memories kind of deal. So like, maybe he kind of got wrapped up in something and he's prepared that he's not going to meet a good fate. So he wants to give the kids good memories for them to do things. Let's hope it doesn't turn out that grim.
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant, but... Is it something... Oh, this, right here. Just because it's lower.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
Did the psychological...
situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashwapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
Didn't want to interrupt her. But yeah, save the psychological questions for the road. We gotta hunt him down before anything actually bad happens.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Krai, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead.
Let's read the letter.
That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort.
What's going on here?
I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes. It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo.
This could be Totore. Probably not.
He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst.
Okay, so he's talking about himself. Never mind about the Totore thing. Sorry, he just infested my mind.
Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of CHRONICLE research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
It's more like you become a safety hazard. Like, I'm sure even if he didn't grab sensitive text without permission, going so advanced into weaponry would have eventually gotten you on some sort of radar.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I like whoever they picked to voice act this guy. I like his accent.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you CHRONICLE scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then.
That's how I ended up making toys with advanced tech.
And just like that, a CHRONICLE scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help? You got out of Dodge the first chance you could get!
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms.
I hate fighting those things. I have a good way to fight them, but man, are you the reason there's more?
But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in...
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
You can see Celestia in the background. That's a little haunting.
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
I'm just gonna get everybody killed around there.
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here.
God, you saying that means it absolutely will.
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
Once you've started, you can't get out that easy.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that?
Oh God.
No. Kaem was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem Wazet drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say there was a good reason they had nowhere else to turn back then.
Which, yeah, lines up. It's why you wouldn't. You already know there's an existing conflict. Why would you team up with the people who seem to be more on the aggressive side? Like that is your own fault for not reading people, man.
I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save. And now, you know the full account of my crimes.
Man. Too much ambition literally got
I've been
him.
raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family. Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Krai to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
So, where do we go to find him?
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's going to ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, We need to head to the rendezvous point.
Go, go, go! Where is it, actually? Over here. Well, I guess you can park a boat here, just go down a waterfall, I guess. Because the other shoreline is a little too steep.
Ashvapati.
Ah, yeah, of course you're part of it. No wonder.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade, at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Oh god, is he gonna kill him?
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
That is not what he is upset about, dude. This guy is heartless.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontainian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontainian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Oh, they don't know we're on their trails.
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Oh, so he's like... Oh, he's taking himself out with it too. As long as he gets the job done, he doesn't care.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier!
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
How do we stop that, though?
What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontainian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
Ati, Neb, and Raya are waiting for you.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part.
That's pretty true.
But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts.
Yeah. And otherwise, it's a damn good distraction.
Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
What do you mean? That's right, stop bullying kids, dude. It's lame.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
But what exactly are they gonna do here?
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
Oh, I think I see. Well, that's smart planning.
Huh? A fireworks show? Oh.
Her with her shades.
Recording mode on. Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business.
Man, like, every time they do an event and do cutscenes like this, they get better and better each time. It's so lively. I love it. It makes me want to get back into animation, and then I don't. But this is a really good story for an event. I know it's one of the bigger ones, which, you know, usually will get better story, but this is good.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
I'm gonna say I really didn't see this coming till like halfway through, but I did kind of blast through this, though I didn't see this coming either.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
Yeah, it sets an example otherwise, so maybe fate won't repeat itself. Maybe. Not a guarantee, but it sets an example.
I guess you're right.
Now there's usually, yeah, a little bit of an epilogue. Oh, it's now listed as a world quest. I don't know if that's usually like that.
What do you think they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Okay, so this is still here. Just making sure. I was a little worried. Yeah, we'll kind of see what they do for the children's sake. How they feel. I mean, he's still here.
Everyone's in one place.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
I do hope this guy gets a little bit of a punishment, but not like a take him away. Don't let him off the hook.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
They've done this before. They know how to negotiate.
Uncle Ashvapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently, the way I see it. Your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Yeah, really, I guess his guilt might be enough of a punishment if it was enough guilt for him to just be like, I'll take myself out in revenge killing as long as I get it done. You know? It might be enough for a punishment now. He carries the guilt on his shoulders for the rest of his life with these children kind of as a reminder.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya. Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I mean, I guess.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
What's Dory gonna do? Because I see her peeking a lot in the background.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself.
Okay, and what's a gemstone gonna do for a hometown?
Simply plant it in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Well, that's one way to make up a solution.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Krai Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy.
So this is a little... It's a little bit of a cheap solution for them to just have written in. Alice basically knows everything. It's kind of like a writer input of like, just whatever makes the story flow. Just whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just kind of funny how like how kind of good this event story was, and then they just end it with this. It's not bad. It's just funny that it's like, yeah, just slap him whatever.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work.
What if they didn't sell anything?
I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
This would be such a nice screenshot. You would never know what to expect with Dory.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
And it looks like that's all the quest for that. So now let's try out some of the events. And I don't have to do all of them on stream. Just because I am double streaming to kind of make up for not having streamed in a bit. So I do have a bit of a cutoff, but we got to like 5 p.m. my time, so a little less than an hour to work with. All right, I think this one is the lane defense, right? I believe so. All right, tutorial time. I might leave the combat one out because it's gonna not be so great. Familiarize yourself with the mechanics of the thwack and smash defense spots. We have time to deploy. Okay, how do I select? So I can see it. Do I need to be in a square? Ah, I need to be out of it, got it. Generates Legion energy. Don't worry, the energy produced is collected automatically. Good. That just collects energy. So now we need an actual weapon to protect it. That does pretty good damage. You can also use the bombing technique to cover your bases and make sure you don't miss anything. So we have our own thing to just catch strays. So, ooh, that cooldown. So we have to use it sparingly. It's just for cleanup. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those deal quite a bit of damage right back. Okay, so we really have to protect it. You can use multiple mechanisms in tandem when facing other opponents. First, let's... Getting ourselves... energy orbs will come down from time to time. You can collect Legion energy simply by touching them. Okay, so we get even more currency. And it'll probably want us to upgrade. Move closer to the mole chief, dismantle, and receive some energy. Enemy approaching. Repair mechanisms can be combined to make a new one, so play around and see what you can get. You can mix and match a little too, it seems. Sorry, bud. I'm not letting you break that thing. Seems like we're ready for the real deal. Real trill. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. Deploy timid shield crabs to hold the earlier waves and follow up with efficient firepower. Okay. Of course, it selected the good ones. What about the enemy info? What is this? So we're gonna want the shield crabs in front of these. Got it. Hopefully, we're right there. I've played quite a bit of tower defense, but it's only been a few different games.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Okay. Probably are gonna want one of these. This isn't gonna really matter over here, right? It's only one lane, so have to keep in mind this thing for some extra energy. So we'll have to upgrade this as soon as we can. Maybe that one's fast. Good thing those shield crabs are pretty strong. Wait. We need this.
2 separate mechanical combinations, like placing a cake atop a steak. I almost never hear this analogy.
There we go. Upgrade that stuff a little bit early. Oh, shoot. I didn't look at that. Well, I might have to tackle this myself then. They won't multi-lane
New
look.
attacking units have taken the field.
Oh. Well, no, they won't.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little.
Defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
I didn't look at that too well.
Right.
We're gonna need a shield bot over here. Wait, what's... We can combine this and, what's that gonna do? That's curious, though. We need stuff over here. Do I have to... Fine. I'm not playing this very good, am I? I swear I'm usually better. Alright, just hold on to this space for now, I guess. We can try and help out what we can. Just upgrade as we go. Come on. There we go. Stronger enemies approaching in each lane. I need some orbs. At least that lane's pretty strong, but my other one's not so much.
Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard.
We'll have to help this one out. At least we only help out one lane, that's okay. Wish I had more orbs, but they're probably supposed to be very sparse.
This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
What a laugh. Orb, thank you. Really don't want to have to dismantle it, but if I double shield, it's pointless. Oh, this thing might get taken down. Fine, we're double shielding. This is awful. Ah, shoot. I can only help so much, but they're all shielders, and this is pretty bad. Hold it off for now, I guess. I don't know, just in a bad position. Nothing more I can say about it. Temporary distraction. Doing what I can, but I'm barely gonna get this one. Shoot, I missed. So that's breaching. There's no point trying to save that one. And that one. Why is it not aiming? Dude, that's annoying. Can I save this one? Still got 3 stars. Alright. It wasn't my best work, but it was enough to get the stuff. That's fine. Complete the defense enemies with no more than 5 breaching. Okay. So flying enemy units incoming. Deploy field support canyon moles to deal with them efficiently. If any manage to slip past the line, quickly place a double trouble squeaky duck to eliminate the threat. Alright, does this show any sort of weakness? Alright, so the duck thing. Alright, we'll try this. This might be the only minigame we end up playing on stream. I'll do the rest on my own because I'm getting all those primos. I will get all the rewards. I think you get a free Yehoda too. During the stage, a large number of aerial units will appear. They can bypass mechanisms and fly directly towards the stronghold. Deploying the field unit support cannoneer moles is the most efficient way to deal with them. So, mole plus a normal cannon. Okay, so it's not a unit on its own.
I will be your opponent during training mode.
So we're just... There's no point in doing anything else. I don't know if there's any point in shielding either. Wait, why is it... Gosh darn it. Do I have to retry? I guess I thought it was the middle lane. Okay, where's your lines? I will pay attention this time.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
There's only real purpose in having that. And I guess we'll set up for next. Because at least otherwise it gets energy while it goes. I don't know if this upgraded version does, but at least this will. We're gonna set up earlier this time. And it looks like kind of leave room for the chicken bombs, which are the explosions.
Special reminder, please check your starter rewards.
Please check my starter rewards. Oh. Let's test this out. Explode shortly after deployment, dealing massive damage. Cannot be combined. Okay. So, actually don't do that yet. And it looks like it's only 2 combos, you don't need to do anything more. I still gotta leave enough room for explosion though, just in case. They're being very generous, that makes me a little nervous. Just as long as I leave 150, just in case. One, especially any... Should probably be leaving 300. Some for explosion, and some if I need to replace a unit.
The assault will continue. Please remain vigilant.
Waves 3 of 5, so we're not the worst of the worst yet. I have to be prepared. I'll grab any orb though. Even if I have enough, I really should stay on top of it, just in case. You never know. Help with the ground units what I can. Brace yourself, stronger enemies approaching. Which lane? I got plenty of bombs, as you can see. Enemy inbound. There we go. Those guys are fine. I'll leave it for the mechs then. The mechs will get the bombs. Final wave of enemies, so I'm betting there's gonna be 1 in each lane, isn't there? Bring it on!
This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, she does that every time. Alright. Go, my bombs! Uh-oh, yeah. Well, it's fine. These guys should be able to handle it. No problem. Okay, we're fine. We don't even need to worry. A bomb! Wait, can we... Why are these guys just going so fast? Well, this is a problem.
Defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Go, 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 go! Okay, it's because of the bomb deployment time that this is a challenge. At least I only let 1 past. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Once again, got all those. Any primos count towards the Clorinde pulls. Especially because it's a banner with no pity, so it's really testing my luck. Please let me get this easier than like 80, 60 pulls. Alright. Certain enemies can teleport instantly and we'll skip over the first mechanism ahead of them, so we need lines. Use suppression cannoneers to slow them down. If multiple lanes are under attack, deploy no entry shield moles to stabilize them. Okay, I think I see the combos. What we need to do. That is fine. Bypass first mechanisms, deploy. Crushing cannoneers to effectively stall their advance. But would we put those in the back or the front?
I will
Guess
be
we'll have
your
to find
opponent
out.
during training mode.
Okay, here first. We're gonna put it a little more up than I usually do. Left with 50. We know. Info. Okay, that's not entirely what I want to look at. The mole, I'm gonna think it's okay. Let's deploy it here. I might have this in the wrong order, but we'll find out. At least we'll get some energy in the meantime. That needs to be tackled. Okay, it's not dealing too bad with it. Alright, you won't be instant, right? This might be a good backline. Okay, so it does skip, but we have the mole to tackle it otherwise. Does it attack is my question. Ooh, it doesn't. That is a problem.
Aino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
I think I have this in the wrong order of operations. Maybe I need to have the moles up front and the firing cannons in the back. I think that's actually what's needed. I don't want to restart. Actually, you know what? I know we're far. I'm gonna restart. I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I feel like I'm going to fail having stuck with that.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Alright, so we actually need mole defense first. And then because it might bypass that, then we go here, and we'll just have to wait. It should still fire either way. So we should be fine. And we'll see if this works a little bit better, because then it's less wasteful. Because then we still have a cannon back here to defend. Those need to be up there to stall. That would make a lot more sense, at least in my head. And it still gets its energy, so we're fine. And there we go. This can fire a lot farther. And then kind of same setup on each. And those keep the shield up, so they all can support each other. Which means I should start setting up early. Probably. Ah, wrong lane. Darn it. Alright, dismantle.
Aino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
Welcome on in. It has probably been a minute. I think I recognize your username. I try to still keep doing that, like where I recognize usernames. Come on, I think challenge 3 out of 5? I think I'll only be able to do this and then the polls. But I will do the other minigames off stream, because I want those primos. Did it say there was an orb? Yes, there is. Okay, we need that here and here. It's on cooldown. Oh, nope. There we go. Ooh, yeah. God, I so want Navia, but oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. We at least, and there we fix our problems. I'm hoping this will be enough. Okay, this will be our real challenge, seeing how these are handled. These guys help each other, but it's not a... It's okay. Do I start setting up bigger ones? If I get lucky with my Clorinde pull on the banner, I might go for Navia, but my luck's usually not that great. Oh, I see one of these getting about to get taken down over here. I'm gonna set up a backup one over here. I'm a little nervous. I still have enough for these. But this one, oh, that one's down. Nope, push back, push back. Oh, it's on cooldown. Go, go, go. Verdict, yep, but I got meals. Ooh, that's good.
Combat data obtained. Exceeds expectations.
Oh, I'm on the last wave.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Or don't do that. Trying to keep track of everything's utility. And grab any orbs. Yeah, I have enough. I probably should start setting up extra ones here. Well, I can. Managed to get... Damn! That's impressive. I still haven't tried Abyss as much. I should. I think it's still lunar reactions, probably. I still need to try theater. I haven't done that yet either. Oh, I'm missing one of my defenses over here. On cooldown. Alright, this dog's a problem. Is there another one? Ah, it just got done. Okay, that was a whole lot smoother. So nice. Enemies breach 0. Let's go. Yeah, I really should try theater. I haven't yet because I need to read all the instructions because I tried it, but it was 2 AM and there's no comprehension there. Navia. Oh yeah, you got good freaking characters to be doing that with. The official. Ooh, that's a good team. Yeah, I've still been working on my current characters, but you know, I still need some newer people. If when Columbina rerun comes around, if it hasn't happened already, I will maybe go for her, depending who else is there. It always depends. I might be pulling next patch for people, but I don't know about Nicole. And then there's someone on the second half. I do kind of forget the banner that I might want. All right, this one has, oh boy, this is not gonna be fun. Ranged enemies will stay behind their allies. Deploy a rain of fire cannon ducky. So that must be, you must have to do cannon then explosion. Eliminate them first in later waves when the enemies are capable of destroying almost any mechanism in a single hit, reinforced with determined crab shields to stabilize your... Oh, this doesn't look great. And I'm running short on time. Only because I want to have a good amount of time for food later, since I'm double streaming today. I kind of trying to make up for not streaming for a bit. This team couldn't even clear Chamber 1, and it's not... Damn! Yeah, that would work really good in Synergy. Now, oh, that reminds me. That reminds me of who I think supposedly is in the second half of next patch's reruns is Moika, and I might actually really want her. Though, I need to see if I can have an optimized enough team. Like, I have Sit Lolly, but is that enough? I don't know. Alright, we are going to do the polls that I have. I don't think there's any... I'll need it. Let me check if there's any extra awards I need to claim in here. I don't think so. Oh, well, there's a little bit. I've only done a little bit of the mini games, so of course not much. Oh wait, do I? Have to, okay, I will go visit them on my own. Please don't give anything. Ah, more, that's fine. Giving up on Moeka. Lost her damn. I've lost my last two 50-50s to D-Luke, and it's like, I like the guy and all, but come on. Alright, and I'm gonna change up the screen a bit. Oh, hold on. Once my keyboard turns back on. Alright, we're gonna make this quite a bit bigger. I'm gonna move myself a little bit. There we go. Trying to learn how to make shorts better, and I really need to move myself away from the edge of the screen. Nefer for your llama. Ooh, nice. I still, anytime she's in a trial or I have to play her, I don't know why, I feel like I'm not using her right. Alright, but we're going for Clorinde. I have 10 pulls there. Really hope not to use all my pulls on her. Oh yes, the monthly reset. There we go. That's so nice. Alright, so that means I should have 15. Plus, yeah, I'll open them all. I'll do the 70. Please don't take 85 pulls. Please don't take 85 pulls. I want her, but I have people next patch I probably should get. Alright, and I'm gonna need... I have to use my trusty handy dandy phone. So I can keep track of my pity in case I really lose it. Alright. Just typing this out, because in case I really get this that bad. Big fan of Nefer's gameplay. Oh, DPS. Oh, okay. Yeah, Nefer, I feel like I'm not using her right when I end up, like you have to use her in like the Archon quests and stuff. I feel like I'm not using her right. Llama, I've gotten a hang of because when I used to play on one of my friends' account to just do some stuff for them, they have her. And they have them on a really good team of Varessa, Farina, Llama, I think, and Jean. I don't think I made that one on their account. But it was for a domain, and I would zip through stuff really fast. Varessa I had to get a hang of though, because I was accidentally not aiming her right. Alright, so I have 85 right now. I'm gonna just do these in 10 pulls, but I just really don't want to spend them all, because I do have people I want next patch. So, alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, I expected that. That's 10 in. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Huh. That's gotta be new, isn't it? 20 PD, I hope. That would be nice. Alright, 20. Please. Ah, another 4-star, that's fine. That's probably good if I get Clorinde, because I'm definitely putting Shevers on that team. Oh, and Charlotte. Nice, okay, okay. Noting that down, and now 30. Yes, please, 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 please. Make this simple, make this simple.
What's wrong? Don't be nervous. I'm Nurse Seedween from the Fortress of Mirapede. Let me take a look at you.
My luck is so bad.
Oh, what about here? Oh, you're not here for a checkup?
I've heard she's not good either. Gosh darn it. Like, I've heard she's definitely out of this banner, not one of the best picks. That means, doesn't that mean I have guaranteed? I mean, granted, I still need to finish Temple of Space area exploration and quests. I have a lot of world quests I can go through. I've been working these primos up for a while, so I really don't want to have to spend them all. Is Sichuan good? 'Cause I've heard iffy things about her, but I haven't used her myself, and hey, I need better healers anyways, so if I get her to a good point, shoot, I'll use her. I can slap her somewhere for sure. She is? Okay, because I've only heard. I don't actually know anybody who has her. So I'll take more, like, info from somebody who actually has her than somebody who's just like, oh, here's the best picks out of the new Chronicle banner. She buffs element? Okay, that's good to know. All right, we'll keep trying, because I really should get another good Electro character, because all I have is Raiden. I don't have anybody else really good. Well, I could build Fischl. I really should build Fischl. It'd be the responsible move to do. I just need to do it. But let's, okay. We got 10 in. Can we make this simple? Please. All right, I'm fine with more of her, except I think she's probably maxed out at this point. All right, 20 in. Okay, there we go. Holy hell.
Greetings.
Thank you, game.
Clorinde, a champion duelist of the court of Fontaine.
Oh my god, they were being nice to me. Thank you for being nice to me. Now I don't have to touch this banner again. As much as I want Navia, I have people to pull for next match. Yay! Oh my god, I get 35 still left. Would it be wise? Should I try and do her weapon? Yeah, I'm like, do I do Navia or Clorinde's weapon? That is the guess. I'm fine if I pull in 15 more pulls. I will even it out to have 20 wishes. All right, we're going for Navia. Wait, did that? Oh god, okay. So we would cancel this path. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't matter. All right. All right, I will put in 15. Do I have a good weapon? That is the question. What weapons do I need for her? I don't have many weapons. So that's the thing. Definitely not much in the way of 5 stars. I'll give you that. I will level you both up in a minute. But like, I don't have great weapons. That's the hard part. So I might need the weapon. I have crap for weapons because I never pull on the weapon banner. Besides, like, you know, twice trying to go for. I went for Venti's bow and got Durin's sword. So, what? Where's my? Where do I usually get for weapons? What site do I use? No, wait. I have. Based on. I don't remember. That's the thing. I just know I kind of need her. All right, I have a Google Docs somewhere. There's a community doc I usually use. Electro, go down to Clorinde. So of course her weapon, any 5 stars. So from what this Google she is saying, Clorinde is an Electro DPS who primarily deals damage with her elemental skill, which puts her into the night vigil state. Bond of life. Oh yeah, she has the bond of life mechanic too. Night vigil state. Outside healing sources give Clorinde a bond of life instead of healing her. Oh, that's a little bit different from what it sounds like. I'm just strained. Okay, let me. I don't always know the looks of the weapons compared to it, but I'm gonna guess probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. Song of Days Past. Okay, good to know for that. On the Google Doc, it's saying if I have an Calamity of Eshu 4-star or Finale of the Deep. I feel like I don't have either of those. And those have to be R5. Or the Black. I don't think I have any of those. Yeah, I don't think I have elemental skill. Good character have siege wing. Okay. I don't think I have a good weapon for her because a lot of this does not match the names that I am seeing. I don't even, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of weapons. So, should we probably go for her weapon and be responsible? Or go for Nahida? Navia. God, I keep mixing up their names. Hate that I do that.
You wish to report? Go on.
Because, like, really, you know, go for the weapon. Okay, that is, yeah, the responsible thing to do. Right. And otherwise, I might be fine playing all the polls because this is the way I make my account better so I can play things like theater or Abyss. Or actually have my world level up to 9. I have it still at 8 because my characters, they're better now, but I still have a lot of things I need to build. Like, I need to get Citlali more artifacts. And her talent stuff too, actually. I don't think I bothered too much with her talents. All right, let's see how this goes. Put 10 in. Okay, more Chevroos, that's fine. I think she's maxed out at this point. All right, we'll do some individual pulls, and I'll see about this. What server? I play on NA. I think we go all in. I think that's the best thing I should do for this account is go all in. So, and I have time to earn more primos if I need to. Ah, crappy weapon. I'm just kind of going real fast. All right, that should be... More Chevroos. Okay, I get the point. All right, so that's gonna be, this is gonna be about 35 pity at the end of it. I'm never good with weapons. Weapons don't like me. So I'm just flying through this real fast. Okay, so no weapon. Yeah, I'm going with the Overlook, 'cause that's what I've seen team makes for her for. All right, it looks like we're not lucky with that, but I still have Temple of Space to finish up, as well as a lot of Fontaine World quests, actually, so.
Have my undivided attention.
And the rest of this event. But we did get 2 new characters, and a lot of consolations. Probably not Siege Queen, but I'm sure I will find somewhere to put her. Because I just need better healers and shielders. Like, I should build Lanyan as well. Because I've heard she's really good. I haven't taken the time because I need to finish Citlali. I need to finish someone who's actually on a team. I just have a little bit of a hard time with her domain, but Clorinde will actually solve that. I just need to get her weapon. You're clean, you're Navia. Yeah. Actually, shoot, I don't have my art tablet plugged in to just switch to the Acosta system. Or, actually, I have another way I could do this. Oh, hold
Staring
on.
into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I have a better way to do this, because the Akasha system will show me more than just that. So I need to switch stuff over. Akasha system. We'll go back to here, but with no game. I will take another screen. I love having to just figure this stuff out last minute. We'll create new display capture. Yeah, we'll just do that. It's temporary. On the primary monitor. Yep. Oh boy, that's big. Anyways, we're making that a lot smaller. We're putting that behind everything as well. Oh, behind me, please. I know what I'm doing. Totally. Okay, there we go. Is your username the same as what you have on YouTube? Oh, and you're on in it. Yeah, I just thought Akasha system might be a little bit better. Look stuff up properly. Yeah, okay. Let me look. There we go. Oh, whoa, you have some high percentages. Holy. Look at that, damn. Got some really good freaking pieces. Oh, and level 9, damn, you got enough to get level 95. That is really good. Like, of course, I'm sure people know that I'm learning the numbers better because I have a friend who's like only really into the combat part of Genshin. So I've been learning to pay attention to the numbers, especially when building my own characters. These are some really good numbers. I want crit damage that high on anybody. I got close, but then I messed it up. That is good. And you want Klee? Yeah, I can look at your Yelan. Just of course, you know, I'm no expert. I'm still learning the numbers game myself. Ooh, that's pretty good. And oh man, these had to be a pain to farm. If you didn't use, there's a feather thing or something now. I don't know. I don't use it. I just know it's really hard to get. Damn, that's pretty good. I know they made improvements to Klee with her animations with the Hexrai stuff, and I don't know what her buff is for Hexrai either. But top 13, that's impressive. Oh, that's good. Accurate. Yeah, it looks like sometimes if you don't update them, like go and reload your own profile or something, it'll be weird because I have to keep updating mine to look at it. I feel like I have looked at yours, so it might come up easier. Come on. Oh, gosh darn it. Ah, okay. That explains why nothing was showing up. Quite sure this is yours, right? Yeah, because it looks like you have to go and update your own profile. That hurts whenever I last looked at stuff. Oh, wait. Quite sure. Okay. I did it. It might have not updated, or if I have to update it, that it might have to be on my side. Okay, it looks like it's on my side. Huh, didn't know that. Ah, it says a niche. Huh, that is interesting. And you said Yelan. That is a very interesting shape. Wait, she needs defense? Huh, I didn't know that. I don't know as much about Yelan, but holy, that is almost 300. That is so good. Damn. Those are some great pieces. And you have her weapon, which probably helps a whole lot more. And you got the good skin. Her skin for that it's so good. I think I sadly didn't play that event. And besides the fact that I don't have her, but that skin is so good. I hope they keep using it for her. The haircut, mwah. Beautiful. Her HP is pretty good as well. It's a very interesting shape. I did not know it could do that. But yeah, that crit damage is amazing. That had to be quite a hunt to pull that off. And you have a lot of like above 50%ers too. Even more impressive. HP artifacts. Depends on them and the skin you have to buy. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only skins I have is just a Diluc and Ganyu, which Ganyu happened to be because I had leftovers from a good deal on Diluc. What if Navi and Klee? Yeah, I can show off mine too. Updated the last 4 days ago, because this is how I kind of check who I should build. Ignore Kokomi, because Kokomi's my weird concoction. Oh, why did he go so low? Wait, what? No, he was actually kind of good. Okay, well, I have my Diluc and Eula are really good. Which I'm glad her, because I grinded for her for a bit. The joys of having a sister that understands the game better than I do. Yeah, I have a friend who, and Google searching for just ER requirements on some characters. Yeah, I've had some terrible artifact luck lately, and strongboxing is no better. But I've been trying to improve some of the weapons and stuff for people as well. Wait, why is his weapon is wrong? He does not have the same weapon as what the? Hello? Why is it messed up? Okay, it's fine here, just isn't there. That's weird. Between is not on Akasha. Huh. I wonder if it doesn't import everything over? Or if it's, I don't know how it all works, because this is what, oh boy. That's a terrible piece. My luck is so bad with the Crimson Witch. I just still need to grind it out. Oh damn, why is this HP so high? Dude. Yeah, I'm still working with Diluc. I haven't touched him in a bit. I've been trying to keep up with Arlecchino, but I have her on the Gladiator set at the moment, and it's okay. Raiden, I need more up, but I still need to get some other characters up too. Icho's only good because of his weapon. I actually got his signature. I'm surprised Durin's not up here because I got his signature too. But I have a weapons problem, I know, is a thing. Which is like, I should pull on the weapon banner more. God, I need to grind out the game even more to do that. You know, like, grind everything out. Which means I need the combat stuff. Which means I need the weapons. And it's a whole cycle. What happens when you accidentally dish a game for a bit. Yeah, my characters are okay. Kokomi's her weird hybrid. Just ignore her. My Ito was up a little bit more, but I guess I'm not now. Wish my Arlecchino was up just a tiny bit more. I've been trying to get all the talents up. On Showcase, but she doesn't appear on Akasha. My Kachina isn't on Showcase, but appears on Akasha. Huh. That is odd. And let me update this in case it was... Yeah, there's certain people that just aren't showing up. Yeah, Sijuin seems to be a lot lower. I think it's if you have a certain amount on the page, it'll be lower and it'll cut off. I think it cuts off around 10 on the normal page, but it's just she's much lower. Oh wait, you actually have Traveler built. I haven't touched my Traveler. I want to play Traveler on a team. I don't know. I don't know where to put them. Columbina, kind of on my wish list of characters. That or an Effa, because they are both good and don't rely on having another character. And you know, Columbina's really pretty. Traveler real. Okay, then this must be really inaccurate because your Traveler's like all the way at 10. And if you haven't built Traveler, then what the hell is going on? Yeah, there's nothing. How is it up that high? What the? Okay, yeah, there's something funky with this. I know there's another system, I think. Whatever the, I think it starts with an E. I don't remember what it is. Offhand, anyways. But yeah, that will wrap it up for stream today. I don't know what's going on with the Akasha system, but that is weird that some things are just showing up completely wrong. Game right now, and she has no, yeah, that is weird. But alright, I think that will wrap it up for today. We got all the event story done, and I'm going to continue getting more of the event done on my own, just grind out those primos and hopefully get Clorinde's weapon, because I have a real big weapons problem. Yeah, I will be on my Twitch later tonight with the new Phasmo update, which I played a little bit last night, and boy, they broke things. I get what the update's going for, but they did break some things along the way somehow. I think because of they have a lot of new animations, so I'm sure they're gonna fill that in. And yeah, thank you guys for staying in the Haven as long as you did for all the event and chaos. Next YouTube stream, I don't know if I'll try and shove one in later, but that will have to end up being next week. The hopefully live stream, Wednesday Genshin live stream. I'll figure that out, but I know as soon as the next patch drops, I'm hopping on as soon as I can. As long as I don't work that Tuesday. Oh wait, it would update then, so I have to play it the following Wednesday. As long as I don't work then, then we're all good. Here's my Blue Sky and Twitter for any updates on stream schedule and all that jazz. And guess I'll promote it. First real video is out. So I will be hoping to make more and keep improving on editing because it was definitely a learning experience. As you can tell, it's probably a very baby edited video, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. And yeah, the thing I should probably do. If you guys enjoyed the content or want to stick around for more Genshin and Windcraft stuff, the Toho I still need to finish up. Subscribe or just remember my name next time you think of watching any of my streams. And yeah, thank you guys for staying in the Haven with me, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye!